Notts County talk. It's finished Northampton 3, Notts County 1. Tough one to assess, Neil.
Nah, not really. Well, they're what, playoffs, top half of Division 2. They have a game plan which is bang it up to the big boys, which they did very well. Got 3-headed goals. We were asleep for I think the first 15-20 minutes, it would seem to me. We had lots of possession, but it was only in that last 15-20 that we actually got them turned around back towards their own goal. They've got to be a good side. They're the top end of the league too, but we made them look a bit better than I think. We flattered them. I think we made them look better. They're a good side, but we made them look better.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at the beginning. I mean, they hit the post before 5 minutes had even ticked on the clock. We could have been 2 down, and I don't know. We just looked a bag of nerves at the back to begin with.
It's been like that for a few games now that we've come out very nervously, and I don't know why there's a lack of confidence, or I don't know why that they seem to have lost a little bit of belief at the start of a game. I mean, coming towards the end, like you was saying at the end there, Brindley suddenly becomes this attacking fullback, which we know he was from when we first saw him. I think the introduction of Dennis just turned it around a little bit, because he's a bit more of a in the box. I think he finds that space, doesn't he? He's good at that. Carl Wotton, I think, had a good game, but he's carried it forward quite a lot for us these last few games, and I think he's probably getting a bit tired. I don't know. I'm worried about our midfield.
Centrally, midfield.
Yeah. It's just not. Have people worked out? We don't seem to have the energy. The first half, I was looking at Wotton and Thompson. They were feeding off scraps. And then you look at the defence and you're saying, well, the defence, they've conceded 3 goals, so the defence have to hold their hands up to some degree. But there's also how much coverage are they getting? How much coverage are they getting? So I'm a bit concerned about our midfield, and I'm concerned that we're not taking the opportunity to play different people, like Osborne, and giving him a chance.
I mean, we're watching. I know it's not much to go off. We were watching Osborne during the warm-ups, and he's smashing nearly everyone in top corner. It's only a warm-up, but why is he not in the team?
You've got to give him a chance. Ainsley played really well today. So he really did well today. But I don't know. I know Niels believes in the players, and that's great. It's great that he's got that. But maybe we just switch it up a little bit. You've got to switch it around a little bit, because I remember him saying you've got to have competition for places and create that competition so people are performing. Well, we've now seen the same team for the last 2 or 3 games. Yeah, certainly 4 games, with the alternatives being either Shields playing or Booty playing. Yeah. I'd like to see it switch around a little bit. I can understand not changing a winning side, but we're now not a winning side, are we?
Yeah, I think if it comes to the next game and we see that team sheet again with the same names, I think that's really going to be one where fans are saying, like, come on now, it's got to change.
Well, but people will get fed up, because you got to bear in mind, there's 1,000 people made the way down from Nottingham. It's not a million miles away, but it's still 1,000 people have come down on a Sunday afternoon when it is cold. It's very cold, and to be honest, the performance itself overall, I'd say 60% of it was not very good.
Yeah.
And I think that it's always hard, because Northampton went 2-0 up very, very early. So how much did they take their foot off the gas, and how much were we playing better? I don't know. And at the end there, 3-0 up, and did they make us perhaps? Did they just take their foot off the gas and say, well, we're 3-0 up, they're not going to score 3 against us in the next 10 minutes? So maybe, I don't know. But yeah, but it's disappointing. But that's what happens. It's football, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you look at the positives. Dennis has got another. Yeah. For me now, he has to start over Thomas, especially with that miss. Reward a striker with a goal.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was, and I'm sure it straight away is like and all he had to do was let it bounce off his bonds, and it'd have gone in probably. But when things aren't going for you, when you aren't creating stuff, when it isn't working right, when the things aren't ticking, that's what happens. And I don't know. It's disappointing, but at the end of the day, we're a non-league side. We've gone out of the FA Cup to a league side, so that's the way it is. I would like to think that in January there's going to be some additions.
Midfield, central midfield as well.
For me, yeah, we need some quick mobile midfielders. We've got Jimbo to come back, which is great. Yeah, to give us some of that drive and energy, which sometimes we just lose. We seem to get the ball and then it goes sideways and backwards and sideways and backwards. And I know there's all this thing about trying to move teams around, etc. I get that, but sometimes you just need to get it forward a little bit quicker. Because even you look at Tyson, Thomas, and even Carl Walton with their pace. If you get it forward quickly to them, they're one-on-one with a man, or it's them against a single defender. You're going to say, well, they might have a chance, but
right,
they will. Yeah, let's go and get the ball, mate.